Larry's been around longer than me. He got a real funny personality,
He
but
does.
it's like a dark sense of humor. It ain't light. So he calls me like, Coach, I can't sit down. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? Because fighters get injuries. So I'm like, what's wrong? And he was like, my nuts is so big. He was like,
That's Caleb, boy.
he was
And I
like,
can imagine the way he says it because, like, every interview you have with Plant, he has a straight up face, bro. Like, he doesn't
yo,
crack
bro,
a
listen,
smile.
it took me about a good couple of weeks to get his sense of humor because he got me. He was like, my nuts is so big. I said, what happened? He said, I took that smoke. They think I'm scared of him. I ain't scared of him. I said, that's what's up.
And,
He
and,
was
and
like,
just be clear, man. I've been with Caleb 6 years. Contrary to what the world may want to believe, Caleb has never been afraid. Never of anyone that got in the ring. He made the decisions he had to make. Everybody they put in front of him, he fought him. He did what he needed to do. I'm pretty sure this was the right time, the right situation, and he pulled the trigger. Not for any other reason that this is the time now. Period. This is the person that's in the way or in the direction of where he wants to go. So he made the decision he needed to make. And he was never afraid. I've never seen this young man afraid of anything. When I talked to him about it, he says, I've been through too many things in my life, Coach, to be afraid of anybody. And he's right. He's dealt with a lot of stuff in his regular life. He don't have nothing else to lose. He's ready.
you know what? Let me say something about that though. Fear ain't a bad thing. You
I
know,
agree.
like, people use the word this person, that person is scared. Man, I know people that's like, I know a dude that killed three people when I was 24 years old. He was a friend of mine in my neighborhood, about 5'8", 140 pounds. He was making a lot of money. And these dudes tried to rob him. And they was beating him. And he grabbed the gun out of their hands and killed all three of them. Never did a day in jail. I don't want to say his name because he's still walking around here, and I know they got family and stuff like that. But fear, a fighter that's a little bit afraid, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Really?
Customato said the only difference between the hero and the coward is what the coward does do and what the hero doesn't do. But they feel the exact same thing. So going into a fight, fighters feel all kind of emotions. They human beings just like anybody
Absolutely.
else. A
But when
fight,
I'm referring to fear, I'm referring to
I know what you mean. I
this
know what
this
you mean,
man is
Larry.
bigger than me and better than me, so I'm not going to take this fight. No, it's not
Yes,
him.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, Larry. But like, I want Caleb to have a little fear training. I want
Right.
him to feel a certain kind of way when he train. Him and Larry be out there running at UNLV, bro, at 5:30 in the afternoon. It'd be like 115 degrees, bro.
It's
Let me
hot as
tell you
hell.
something. If you don't have no kind of fear of your opponent or trepidations, you're not going to train like that. That's a good
Right.
thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, and to train with me, like the work we put in the gym is brutal. It's hard. Like, you're going to be lazy if you don't have no type of Caleb know that Benavidez is a threat. Larry
Yep.
know it. I know it. He know that if he not right, he could lose this fight. Karan Davis just came in. He the person that don't really have fear. He's crazy. You know what I mean? That kid is crazy mentally. But most people fear things. You know what I mean? That's good. I'm glad that Caleb took this fight because in this era, it's too many guys, right, that always take the easy way out.
That's
You
it.
feel better about yourself when you do something like this. You feel better about yourself. You can look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I took that smoke. Win, lose, or draw, I took the smoke. It's so many guys in this era that don't make these fights.
That's true.
Everybody say Benavidez is a monster, right? Well, Caleb ran towards the monster and said, let's fight. You know what I mean? So you got to respect it. I know it's a hard fight. This is a real fight.